Hi, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be continuing our discussion on the Fourth Amendment and what is constitutionally protected, what is not constitutionally protected. Uh, and we've already talked about the two basic tests, right? One of those being whether or not you have a reasonable expectation of privacy, and one that the society is willing to recognize. So today, I wanted to talk about whether or not police officers or government agents can search through your garbage. So let's say that I have my garbage bag, and it's kind of that white opaque color, so you can't really see through it unless you're trying to see through it. And I throw all my garbage away, and then let's say I throw away some drugs or some drug paraphernalia, something like that. And then at the end of the week, when the garbage man is coming around to pick everything up, I roll out my garbage to the street. So now the garbage isn't in my curtilage anymore. It's not close up to my house. And then now I have it down on the street. So when garbage day comes around, the garbage person picks up the garbage, hands it to a police officer, and then the police officer starts digging through my garbage. Now, personally, that would feel invasive. I feel like I would have a reasonable expectation of privacy in the garbage that I'm throwing away. It seems odd that somebody would be going through your garbage. It just doesn't feel right. But the garbage isn't in the curtilage anymore. I put the garbage out on the street, so that area is not automatically constitutionally protected. And if you have your garbage out on the street where anybody can get it, anybody could dig through your garbage, uh, is that really an expectation of privacy that society would be willing to recognize? And the Supreme Court has ruled on this specific issue, saying, well, no, society wouldn't recognize this specific reasonable expectation of privacy, or this specific expectation of privacy as being reasonable. So that would be an unreasonable expectation of privacy. So the police officers could search through your garbage cans. Again, if the garbage can is out on the street, we've already talked about the issue with police officers invading your curtilage. If the garbage was right up next to your garage door, or along the side of your house or something like that, I think we have a very, very different issue. And I think that what we're talking about there is police officers trespassing into the curtilage of the home, which I would argue is constitutionally protected. But in this specific instance, when you put your garbage out on the street, that garbage is no longer protected under the Fourth Amendment. Anybody could go through it, and yes, that does feel invasive, but that expectation of privacy, the Supreme Court has ruled, is not one that society would be willing to accept as reasonable. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you learned something. Again, if the scenario or situation that I've explained sounds like something that you might be going through or related to your criminal case, I would recommend that you talk to an attorney. What I say here is not the gospel, and every situation is different. So make sure you follow up and try to get as much information about your situation as you can. This video is just supposed to give you a very, very small basic introduction to these issues. So thanks for joining me. I hope you'll join me next time. Thank you.